In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, the annual Hajj pilgrimage of 2024 has been completed with devotion and utmost perfection. Subscribe to my channel for more in-depth information and details. Some terrible and deeply heartbreaking news recently came to light concerning a significant number of pilgrims who have lost their lives during the Hajj season at Mina. As we delve deeper into understanding the reasons behind these tragic incidents, some have suggested that the videos depicting the sequence of events may indeed be accurate. Others maintain that the issues with the statistics could be the underlying cause, while still others attribute the deaths to the illegal pilgrims found within the crowd. It seems almost impossible to comprehend the sudden deaths of pensioners from Jordan, Bangladesh, and Kashmir, who had the proper visas to enter the country. With so many questions and perplexing answers, it's now difficult to comprehend how the Saudi government managed the situation effectively. If I were not to have participated in this year's Hajj, I might have initially believed that the majority of these tragic losses were stemming from poor management. In order to better illustrate the situation, allow me to present a few key points to you. Be it that you understand these points or not, I genuinely hope that you can pass them along to your elderly family members who may be planning to make their Hajj journey a memorable one. It is reported that approximately 540 to 550 individuals have tragically passed away during this period, with most of them being aged pensioners. The primary cause of their demise was the extreme heat and relentless heat waves that ensued, resulting in sunstrokes and ultimately leading to their untimely deaths. On that fateful day, which occurred on the 11th Dhul-Hijjah, the temperature in Makkah reached an astonishingly high level of approximately 51.8 degrees Celsius. This surge in temperature was driven by the growing awareness of such extreme weather conditions, and as a result, the concerned authorities swiftly reacted and implemented the necessary measures to ensure public safety. I would like to share with you the video I shot on that day, featuring us inside the tents, as well as the reiterated statements from the authorities about their intention to close the tent doors at 11 a.m. Unfortunately, these doors remained shuttered until 3 p.m. As a direct result of the insufferable heat, the pilgrims were strictly prohibited from venturing out for Rami, a form of devotional act where one hits the devil during that period in order to safeguard their well-being. Despite these precautions, a small minority of pilgrims became irate. However, the Saudi government undeniably adhered to this rule for the sake of the safety of all pilgrims who were present. From 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., the pilgrims were obliged to remain in their tents, with the air conditioning on full blast, and only after that, when the heat began to wane, did they finally have the chance to go for Rami. We were genuinely concerned about the well-being of the pilgrims, as many of them appeared to become unconscious on their way, possibly due to the overwhelming heat. The actual condition of those outside was utterly dire, with no temporary shelter options available. Consequently, many elderly pilgrims had perished during that horrific period. However, the number of documented fatalities resulting from this extraordinary heatwave is still significantly lower compared to the number of illegal pilgrims who arrived on the scene without any tents, no transportation, no food supplies, and, at times, barely had access to any medical care. This unfortunate group comprises an array of individuals from many different countries, including Egypt. Numerous instances of illegal pilgrims dying as a result of this extreme heat wave underscore the government's stringent approach with such individuals during the annual Hajj ceremony to ensure proper internal management and, ultimately, the welfare of all attendees. I am incredibly grateful to the numerous influential social media personalities and esteemed religious scholars who have consistently demonstrated an immense responsibility and genuine empathy when addressing the current challenging situation. They have actively encouraged everyone within the community to exercise great caution and place a strong emphasis on considering the well-being of their elderly family members, underlining the absolutely vital significance of proper planning and thoroughly comprehending the potentially harsh conditions that may possibly arise during an emergency situation like this. The government made a considerable number of efforts to manage the situation and ensure the safety of the pilgrims, but it is absolutely essential for the pilgrims to adhere to the guidelines and take the necessary precautions. Although there were tragic deaths during this particular Hajj season, these tragic incidents could have been largely preventable if the necessary rules and regulations had been followed. The Saudi government, however, will continue to enforce severe measures in order to prevent any illegal pilgrims from entering the country and also to improve the overall management of Hajj affairs in the future. By doing so, they will be able to ensure that the safety, security, and well-being of all pilgrims are taken into serious consideration. We must certainly express our deepest gratitude to the diligent efforts of the Saudi government in this remarkable area. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel for updated content.